I remember that she was feeling really tired all the time, and I would go to the mall with her and she would have to sit down and take a break.
My physician that I was seeing diagnosed me as having depression. Symptoms were similar, lack of energy, whatever, and I said, I don't have any issues.
Karen's doctor prescribed an antidepressant. In the meantime, she started exercising more, thinking that would increase her energy level. But nothing seemed to work.
It just got worse and worse, and finally I had a hard time just walking up a set of stairs, and that's just so not like me.
Then Karen felt a lump on her side. She immediately went back in to see her doctor.
The physician I was generally seeing went on vacation, and there was somebody new in the office, first day on the job, and I said, hey, I have a lump on my side. And the next thing I knew, I was in the hospital and they were doing ultrasounds and I was diagnosed with cancer, and I was very happy to know that there was a real problem on what it was.
Karen went into surgery the very next day. Her doctors removed a tumor the size of a tennis ball from her colon and biopsied the surrounding lymph nodes.
Some lymph nodes were involved in her cancer, so she was in this stage 3. But presumably there were no cells that went anywhere else, like the liver.
Her daughter, Kelly, was only 13 years old at the time.
I think when you're that age, people tend to water things down in front of you. They tend to sugarcoat it. They don't want to scare a young person into thinking, well, your mom has cancer. It's very serious.
The worst part, probably wondering if I would continue to be a parent to my children. Other than that, I could handle the surgery, the chemo, whatever came my way. But my family's the most important.
When Karen was diagnosed, it was just about the time that we had the very first breakthrough in the adjuvant treatment of colon cancer.
Adjuvant treatment is radiation or chemotherapy given after surgery. Even though doctors successfully remove the tumor, there is still a chance that a few cancer cells remain in the body. To prevent these cells from coming back, Karen received chemotherapy for a year. Of course, she maintained her sense of humor throughout it all.
Lost my hair, lost my eyebrows. I still had to shave my legs. I think something's wrong there. That just irritated me, and I'm not an artist, and I had to draw on my eyebrows, and if I ever got an itch or something, I went like that, I'm missing an expression, you know what I mean? So.
The majority of colon cancers are found in people 50 years or older, the average being 72. But Karen was only 37. What made her so different?
My family was real hush-hush about their history, their medical history. So when my surgeon said, hey, does your family have a history of this? I thought, well, I don't know. I called my mother. I said, hey, do we have a history of that? Why, yeah, you had an uncle who died of that.
Having a history of colon cancer in your family means you're much more likely to develop the disease yourself.
I'm petrified of getting cancer. But then again, that's exactly why I try to do as much as I can, all of the things that I want to do. There's no sense in waiting. You just don't know how short life is.
Looking at Karen now, you'd never know she had cancer.
Cancer-free, 17 years.
It's gone on so many years now, and if she were sitting in front of me, I would say to her, I think that you're cured. And we don't get to say that too often.
Karen continues to get colonoscopies every 3 years and is a strong advocate for colon cancer screening through the American Cancer Society.
Ultimately, it all turned out to be just a real positive experience. You get through all that stuff and you accomplish something really wonderful. For myself, I plan to just enjoy life. There's plenty of fun out there, and I'm going to find it.